Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update. I will be doing week 37, 38 and I'm halfway through week 39, so I thought I would film it now just because she might arrive any day now, so I thought I'd update you right on the right through the last 2.5 weeks. But if you are new around here, then hello, my name is Sarah-Jayne. I'm currently pregnant with baby number 1. She's a little girl and she is due in a few days' time. So yeah, if you like watching pregnancy updates and lifestyle videos, then make sure you click that subscribe button to stick around and follow on my journey. Okay, so let me grab my phone here so I can look back right back to week 37. So week 37, I've got a few things down here. I think pretty much from week 37 I've been on baby watch. I think symptoms have kind of gone from pregnancy symptoms to early labour symptoms definitely within the last couple of weeks. I know that I've been mentioning throughout all of my updates that I've had a lot of back pain and things like that, but it kind of has changed in the last few weeks, so I'll go through them now. So starting off with week 37, I did have a really bad back still. I couldn't really do much without it really hurting, so I just really made sure that all that week I just kind of relaxed and tried to rest my back as much as I could. Fingers crossed it's not been hurting that much since then, but definitely week 37 I was feeling the back pain, the SPD. I also found that week I had quite low energy as well. I just kind of felt really tired, a bit lethargic, and I don't know whether it's because my back was hurting me that I just felt like I needed to rest a little bit more, but definitely that week my energy levels were really low. I was getting really bad heartburn as well, even though the baby had dropped quite a lot by that point. She was engaged by that point and I could breathe a little bit better because I have been really breathless throughout this whole pregnancy. It seems to be getting a little bit better now. But heartburn was still happening, especially when I was going to sleep at night, and that has kind of continued on and off over the last few weeks. So I was a bit confused by that because they usually say that once baby drops you don't get that much heartburn. Maybe she's going to have a lot of hair, that's what they say, but we shall soon see. I felt like I was putting on quite a bit of weight that week as well, but I think it might have been water weight. I was holding quite a lot of fluid. I had days where I would swell up really bad. If you follow me on Instagram you might have seen that I did an Insta story where I was like, I feel really swollen. My face had kind of gone swollen, my hands had swollen, my feet had swollen. I did ring the midwife just to check and make sure that everything was okay, but I had actually seen the midwife that morning and my blood pressure and the protein in my urine was absolutely fine. So I think it was just one of those things. After I kind of sat down, drank loads of water and just chilled out a little bit, the swelling did go down. So I think maybe the weight gain was probably more water retention. Also that week I found that the Braxton Hicks that I was getting were getting stronger and stronger. That takes me on to week 38. So week 38 was last week, and a week ago today actually, because today is Tuesday. Hopefully this video is going out today, so it's filmed the very same day. So last Tuesday I started having Braxton Hicks, so strong tightenings in my stomach, stronger than they've ever been before, and they will come in every 5 minutes and lasting for around 30 seconds each, and it would last for around an hour and a half and then stopped. And then that evening I was getting the period-like cramps as well. So they would start off quite mild, then grow in strength and then ease off. So it was like a period cramp, really low in my belly. So that kind of made me think, oh, is something happening? So that was the Tuesday. I did wake up in the middle of the night because it was happening, and it kind of happened for about an hour and then stopped, and then I fell back to sleep. On the Wednesday, the very same thing happened in the evening time. So I got the tightenings every 5 minutes, and that night I was awake between 3 o'clock in the morning and 6:30 in the morning because I was getting these period cramps. But then as soon as I got up out of bed, they stopped, which again was a little bit frustrating. And this has been happening really for about a week. So Thursday, the tightenings that I was getting were getting stronger and stronger. What does it say here? Sorry, I really have to remind myself in my notes because I completely forget. It says tightenings in the afternoon for about an hour, then in the evening for about 2 or 3 hours, and then they stopped again. I slept really well that night actually. That was the Thursday evening. I didn't really wake up with any pains or anything. I think I just woke up once to go to the toilet. But yeah, didn't really get any of the period-like cramps that day. So on the Friday, I was getting what I would say were actual contractions. There were contractions starting from the back, radiating around the front, and my stomach was just going really, really hard. So that was in the morning and at lunchtime. And I also had sort of an achy back all day. So it was just like a mild continual ache in my lower back all day. And then it stopped again. So I was just like, oh gosh, this is getting frustrating, because I kept thinking, is it happening, is it not? Then on the Saturday, that was when I turned 39 weeks. On the Saturday, all I wanted to do was clean. I literally had a full-on nesting session. I cleaned the whole house, even though it had just been cleaned top to bottom a couple of days before. I was doing things like cleaning the oven, hoovering, just tidying things basically. So I just couldn't stop cleaning, but I didn't really get any contractions that day. It was just this intense need to just clean, so it was like a surge of energy. Then on the Sunday, I was getting the sharp shooting pains, which they call fanny daggers. That's the name that I like. I think they are actually called lightning crotch. But I was getting those pains throughout the Sunday, and then I was getting contractions, like stronger contractions. So each time these contractions happen, they feel stronger and stronger. So I'm kind of hoping that it's a good sign that, you know, things are really starting to get moving. Those contractions lasted for an hour and then they stopped again. And then yesterday, or last night, she was moving so much in my stomach, and I was getting these sharp shooting pains to the point where I was like, oh, this just doesn't feel quite right. And I didn't want to be sort of one of those people who was panicking, but I tried to stay calm. But because it was happening for around half an hour or so, and it was really quite painful, I did actually end up ringing the labour suite at the hospital and just asking for their advice. They just said to me, you know, the shooting pains that you're getting is basically baby getting more engaged and pushing down into the pelvis a bit more, and they just told me to take paracetamol and wait for a couple of hours and see if she settled down. And then if she didn't, I was to ring back and they would certainly get me in so that they could check me out. But they didn't seem to think that there was anything to worry about, and she did settle down after another 15 minutes or so, which was quite good. And it was really good as well, because I was a bit nervous about ringing. I didn't want to be one of those people who was overreacting to things, but they were really, really nice on the phone. So I'm glad I did ring just to put my mind at rest. And I was just having light tightenings yesterday, nothing too painful. And then again last night I was getting the period cramps again. So nothing seems to be different today, to be honest with you. I was really hoping she would come today. Today is actually the original due date, so it's the 3rd of October. It's also my dad's birthday. If you don't know already, my dad passed away when I was 9 years old. It would have been his 59th birthday today, so I was really hoping that she would come today. It is actually midday at the moment, so she still has 12 hours if she wants to make a speedy entrance into the world. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to update you on at the moment, other than to show you the baby bump. I'm hoping that this is going to be the last update, and the next update you'll see her in my arms. You'll get to meet her. But yeah, let me show you the baby bump. So here is Bump with clothes. So just lift this up here. She definitely has dropped. I can feel her very much down here now. She still looks quite high, I think, just because I have such a short body, but she definitely has dropped in comparison to what she was like before. You can probably just see under here a few little stretch marks that have appeared, and also I've got a stretch mark right above my belly button where my belly bar used to be as well. And then here's her from the other side. Excuse my knickers popping out here. So yes, that is the bump. I really don't think it's grown that much between last time I showed you. It's just kind of a different shape. You can kind of see down here how it's dropping. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching this update, and thank you so much for all of your messages and things that you've been sending me on social media, just checking that I'm okay. I really do appreciate it. And if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to keep up to date with all of my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.